boxers from Cuba and Russia. The boxer wearing red is the skillful switch hitter. He's operating the southpaw right now, and that is Yossbani Vicha, reigning World Championship silver medalist. Came away with America's Continental Gold earlier this summer in Tegucigalpa. Long left to the body is a scoring shot. And a man who just got through with an arcing left beneath the right elbow of Vicha is Tamir Galanov, 28 years of age, two-time national champion of Russia at the light flyweight division. Here he is, guaranteed at least a championship bronze in this, his second appearance at an AIBA World Boxing Championships. Good work to get through the guard of the man in red.
The key for victory here for Vicha is his movement, Ronald. He's very good on his feet. Galanov, we know he's strong, he's a come-forward type of boxer, but he does prefer his opponents to stand in front of him and hold their feet, and that's where he can trade. So Vicha, the Cuban here, we know how skillful he is, and he's got to use that skill and movement, and as long as he's doing that, then he could make it hard for himself or easy here, and Galanov has started this contest fairly well. He's started to land a couple of good left hooks, and I'm sure that's going to just trigger Vicha to move his feet a lot more.
Well, we've made the point before that Vicha, like so many of his compatriots, will often take the first portion of the first round as he takes another left jab from Galanov, but use it just to figure out his opponent's tendencies and what it is they're trying to do before going through the gears later on in the first and indeed the second and third rounds. But it's not unusual what we're seeing here. Vicha electing to hold his feet on occasion, sometimes not offering any movement and standing with his gloves held high, which is how Galanov has been able to get through to the body on occasion.
You see Galanov with that fairly wide stance, and boxers who have a wide stance like that tend to struggle to move at speed. They want their opponents to come at them. They've got a solid base then to work from, but in terms of the movement, wide-based boxers, they struggle with that speed of movement. So Mr. Vicha has got to get on his bike here and use those skills, but this has not been a bad start in this round for the man in blue.
Flashing southpaw left wasn't too far away from Vicha. Galanov trying to quicken up the feet now as cries of Russia, Russia encourage him further.
Yeah, good example there of good boxing skills from Vicha, in and out with the feet. And look at the movement now he's starting to flow, and this is where Galanov may struggle a little bit.
We're into the second round then. Both of these men with experience from the 5-round format of World Series boxing where they met before, as Galanov lands with a hard right hand to the body. And they both experienced from seasons 4, 5, 6 and 7. Galanov with a record just below 500 as he takes a swift southpaw left. Cuffing right hand attempted from Vicha was long and went behind back of the Russian's head. But just below 500 with 3 wins and 4 losses. As there's success with a spearing right hand from Galanov as he stepped on Vicha's lead leg. Vicha, in stark contrast, has a record, a rather astonishing record, of 24 wins and just 3 losses overall. 4 losses if you include the pre-season bout ahead of season 5. We've shown you how formidable he is over that 5-round format of AIBA tournament boxing.
Yeah, tremendous record, but I just think he's choosing the wrong tactics here in front of Galanov, who is getting through with the odd shot. It's still a fairly difficult guard to pierce from Vicha, but he's giving Galanov opportunities by holding those feet, and that's why this is quite competitive now. There's not a lot in this one.
Beautiful movement again from Vicha. Snakes out like a jack in the box with a right jab from a crouch. And now you get the sense he is going to try and increase the tempo, but adopting that type of flat-footed posture, Galanov is landing punches, many of which are being blocked on the gloves, but that's indicative of the fact that Vicha isn't punching or working himself offensively. And if this comes down to volume versus quality punches, well then, strong arguments could be made for either boxer. Vicha with the cleaner work, the more eye-catching shots, but there's plenty of volume coming from the man in blue. 2 minutes gone in this second round.
See, there's an example of how Gallanov struggles against a moving opponent. As soon as Veitch gets up on his toes and moves the legs, moves the feet rather, he's in and out, he's difficult to hit. But here, look, he's holding his feet, and that brings Gallanov right into it. And you know, you're just giving your opponent an opportunity to land punches.
Well, as we've mentioned, we've seen many of his contemporaries adopt this tactic, perhaps not for this length of time. Robinson Ramirez does it on occasion, Johannes Argilagos on occasion. And perhaps they feel that the quality shots that they're landing are such that they will be enough to give a clear margin of advantage on the scorecards. But Gallanov, all the time he's able to let his hands go and land on something, well, that's going to keep him encouraged if he gets through with a good right hand against Veitch. Veitch with a cuffing right hook on the inside, followed by a good right jab. There's the same shot once more. But Gallanov fancies his chances here. You can. So into the third and final round then. In the 52-kilogram flyweight division, 요sbaní Veitch, the boxer wearing red, the reigning 5-time national championship gold medalist in Cuba. Taking on a 2-time national champion from Russia, Timur Gallanov. And when Veitch has been a dynamic figure up on his toes, and then snaking out jabs when floating left and right, and then using movement like that, the layback or dipping at the knees or swaying from the waist, well, he's made this a very easy contest to score. But for large portions of the bout, he's electing to stand flat-footed, and Gallanov is taking advantage by teeing off with left and right. He's been made to miss now, but for large portions of round 1 and 2, he was landing on something.
I think Veitch is a much better boxer at long range than his opponent. Gallanov prefers mid-range work and in close. He falls short with his right hand against the southpaw when Veitch is moving. So Veitch, for me, long range, look, he's boxing very well indeed, and that's what he should be concentrating on. But give credit to Gallanov. He's drawn his opponent in on occasions, made him hold his feet, and he's had some success. It'll be interesting to see now if Veitch just sticks to these tactics on the outside, because it will be difficult from now on in for Gallanov to nail him with a clean shot if he keeps moving Veitch.
So just over a minute to go. We've gone beyond the midpoint in this third and final round. Cuba yesterday sent 3 out of their 3 semi-finalists through to the gold medal bout. That's a trend that Veitch is going to be keen to continue as he lands a hard pot shot left hand. That's an eye-catching shot. They top the list of semi-finalists with 7 boxers through out of their 9 to the final 4. Gallanov trying to get on the front foot and make things uncomfortable for Veitch, but he's remaining composed in the pocket, and Gallanov is being made to miss aplenty.
You see bent arm work from Gallanov. He does much better when he tries to jab and use long straight shots. He struggles a little bit, although he's getting through now. But when he's in at mid-range, in short range, in close quarters, he has some success. And Veitch here again chooses the wrong tactic to hold the feet. It's the movement that the man in red has got to keep doing.
So Veitch takes a hard right hand around the corner from Gallanov, and that inspires him. Veitch just looking to hold on as he takes a cuffing left as it gets physical at short range. 10-second clap has sounded. And again, Veitch, who has demonstrated his clear superiority in ringcraft when he's boxed on the move for large portions of the